Hello, happy Wednesday. I'm excited to stamp with you tonight. Just getting things set up. My iPad wanted to restart and I was like, no, not right now. I wanted to do an update. I need it. I am right on time. Lucas was here and I still made it on time. I'm so excited. Oh yeah. How is everybody? Hi Chriselle. Hi Shannon. Oh goodness. I am going to I am live. Just trying to find my video. Sometimes I wish I could do this beforehand. There. I just shared my own video. I've never done that before, but we'll see what happens. So how is everybody? Hello, Wanda's joining us. Janet's here. Hi, you guys. So it looks a little different because I'm standing. I just pushed my chair away from the counter. And so, yeah. I'm excited. So I kind of told you guys about I was between jobs and was just waiting for the right opportunity. So about a week and a half ago, I was through the staffing agency that I now work for. I'd had a lot of offers, but I didn't want to be on site in a office environment right now. And I had a couple offers to travel and I didn't want to do that at the moment. So was just kind of waiting for the right thing to come along, and it did. So I got a new job that I'm starting tomorrow. So I'm excited. The company sent me a laptop to use, and so I will be working as a consultant for them for approximately 2 months here in my home. So it's perfect. So really makes me think about, I did the right thing turning some of those down because I wasn't comfortable with the situation or with the, just whatever at the moment. And so I was holding out for the right thing. And by all accounts, all the people that I've met so far have been amazing. So I'm really excited. So hi, Michelle. Good to have you here tonight. So I think that's the most exciting thing that's been going on here. Trying to think back. We had a wonderful Thanksgiving with my family. We just had the kids here. So Lucas and Brooke and Michael were here, and we had a wonderful dinner, and it was really nice. And I'm very thankful that they could make it. Other than that, we've just been doing work around the house. We put a new, we still have our front door. Some of you that, if you've never been to my house, we only have one single door. And it's gotten really cold all of a sudden. So like when we're in the living room at night watching TV, we can hear the wind. It's like rattling the door. It gets really drafty, and Rosie barks at it all the time. So we just put a screen door on now. So I guess it's called a storm door. So now we have 2 doors in the front of the house, and I was concerned with how it was going to look because growing up I hated that ugly, nasty screen door, but this is a little bit different and better made and a little bit fancy looking, I guess. So now hopefully our house won't be so drafty. Chriselle loves my Christmas tree. Thank you. Me too. I put it up on November 8th because we had gotten a new one and it was in a box in the living room, and I'm like, I'm not dragging it all the way down the stairs and then dragging it all the way back up the stairs. So I just put it up in the corner, and I had put the lights on it right away, but I finally got the ornaments out like a week ago and decorated it, and just did the rest of my house on Monday. So my house is all ready for Christmas, and those were things that I just really wanted to get done before I started my new job. So Brooke is watching. Hello. I'm sorry you couldn't make it tonight, but thank you. I can't wait to see your tree. So, wow, I've got a lot of people watching. That's awesome. Thank you, guys. Cool. So, with that being said, I'm going to flip the camera around and get stamping started. I have a beautiful card. If you didn't get to see it, I posted it earlier. I will show it to you here in a second. So, okay, hang on. I tried something new with my stand. Hopefully it won't wiggle around so much, but we will see. I guess I was wrong because it's quite wiggly. Sorry, guys. Let's see. This is my big box of Christmas cards. I also got my cards done. They're not in the mail, but they're almost ready to be mailed, so I'm going to get those in the mail this weekend. I'm going to see my mom again, so that'll be fun. I hope you guys have some fun plans this week, this weekend. It is only a few weeks until Christmas, and that blows my mind. I cannot believe it. Like, I know a lot of people are glad that the year is going to be over, but I just can't believe how fast it's gone. It's crazy. So, all right, so this is the card I'm going to make tonight. And it is really pretty. I think you guys agree that it's very pretty. I saw somebody else make it. I modified a few things to kind of make it my own. But I'm going to show you tonight. We're going to use the Perfectly Plaid bundle. So there's a stamp set and a coordinating punch, and we're going to use that to make that. I'm also using some paper from the Tis the Season 6x6 Designer Series paper package. Those of you that just purchased my Christmas Stamp-A-Stack got this packet with your products. So we're going to use the paper that's in there. And then we're also going to use, I've got a package of holiday rhinestones. And so they come in all these really pretty colors. And I've got those on there as well. So let's see. I'm going to start with our base, which is Cherry Cobbler. Looks like I kind of folded it already. So I always like to score that good, get a nice crisp fold. And I'm going to adjust my lighting here a little bit. Okay. And let's see, this is for the trees. I'm just trying to remember when I cut my pieces, how this went. Okay, so I'm gonna start with the stamping, because when I stamp on Whisper White, I really want my ink to dry for a minute or so, because it does take some time. I'm just checking to make sure I'm still live. I don't know if I'm having an issue. Can you guys comment if you can still see my video, if you're still here with me? Looks like I have some buffering going on. Okay, well, I'm just going to keep going. It is what it is. We can't control anything related to Wi-Fi, right? So I'm using 2 tree stamps. Whoops, sorry. Chriselle is still here. Perfect. Okay, so I'm using this one and this one because this is kind of an outline. And then this one is going to fill in all those leaves. So these are the 2 stamps that I'm using to make the trees tonight. I just wanted to show you that in detail because it probably is kind of hard to see on the camera. But so I'm going to start with my outlines, and this is Garden Green ink. And like I said, when you're stamping on the Whisper White, it takes a little bit longer to dry than with regular cardstock because it doesn't absorb as quickly. So that's why I wanted to do the stamping first. I don't want it to smear while I'm trying to punch. Okay, so I'll just wipe that stamp down real quick. And then now I'm going to go back over with the solids to fill in those leaves. And I need to move this closer to me so that I can make sure it's nice and lined up. It's not hard to do. I just need it to be like straight above it. So as you can see, I got the one. I'm going to do the other one. And we have tools for things like this. I suppose I could get I have a Stamp-A-Majig, which works really well when you're trying to line up your stamps. We also have something called the Stamparatus, which shockingly I do not own. I keep thinking I need to own it, but I haven't gotten it yet. So something like the Stamparatus would work amazing if you're struggling to do this. I just eyeballed it, and you guys tell me what you think. I think the middle one I'm off a little bit, but nothing that's so noticeable that I would like throw it away or anything. So I think it looks pretty good. Okay, so I want that to dry. I'm going to close up my ink. And what I'm going to do is I have got a piece of green, and I'm going to punch my trees out. And these I'm not going to stamp because this is just going to be layered behind the white trees. So I'm just going to punch out 3 green trees. Those really go flying, don't they? Like that. And hopefully this has had enough time to dry, but just in case, I'm also going to stamp. I've got a scrap of white here for the greeting on my card. And I'm going to stamp that in the cherry cobbler because then I can let that dry as well. Get that out of the way. And this says, "May this special season be wrapped in love and joy." Perfect. So we'll let that dry. All right, I'm going to take a drink, you guys. I was going to make some tea, and then Lucas showed up, so I didn't get a chance to do that. And so now I'm drinking Press. It's a hard seltzer cider, or maybe it's not a cider, premium alcohol seltzer. And the flavor is lime lemongrass, which this is one of my favorite things in the whole world. I figured the night before my new job, I deserve a drink. My sister turned me on to these, and I love them. They're so good. So, okay, so far, everybody says they can still see me. So, yay, I'm going to keep going. You never can tell sometimes with that Wi-Fi, you know? And like I said, if it goes out, there's really nothing I can do about it, but... Okay, so now I'm going to punch out my trees. And I'm just going to get that lined up in there. That one went flying. And then the third one. Yes, you guys, if you're watching, be sure to leave a comment and let me know. Because then when I go back later, I can see who's all watching. Everyone who likes or comments or shares will get entered in the drawing to win this card. So if you're just kind of watching and you're not leaving comments, then when I go back and look later, I don't know that you're watching. Then you're kind of just stalking, right? But okay. So now what I want to do is I've got another piece of Whisper White, and I want to give this some texture because I love texture. I love embossing folders. They are, you know, they're very inexpensive, and they just really add a pop to your projects. So I'm going to use my base plate, plate 1, and then I've got the Tasteful Textile 3D embossing folder, and I'm going to put my Whisper White into there. And there's actually a line here so that you can get it nice and straight. So I'm going to line that up. And that's going to go on top. And then I've got plate number 4. This is for our thick 3D embossing folders. And I'm just going to run that through here. Whoops. My grid paper is sliding around. Okay. That's that. I love the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. All right, so there's my texture. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to get my card base out here and a little bit of glue. And I'm going to glue my glue's running low. But I had it upside down today to make sure that I could at least use it tonight. And I'm going to glue this. I just want a little bit of the edge showing. Whoops. There we go. So I just glued it with about a 1/2 inch of the Designer Series paper sticking out the bottom. And now I'm going to glue that to my card base. I'm going to grab my other bottle of glue, because I have a feeling this one is just about done. So I'm going to put some glue on the back of that. I hate to cover up this pretty paper. I mean, it's gorgeous. It's really hard when it's double-sided and you have to decide which side am I going to use. I can see I'm buffering again. All right, so I'm going to glue this down here, right about there. Kind of, I want it centered in the card. Actually, I just realized I'm not ready to glue that down yet because I've got string that goes on there. Okay. I have this big roll of white string. I got this thing years ago. I've been using it and using it. It's crazy how long this has lasted me. But I'm gonna wrap this around. I want this to go around my layer 3 times. So I'm gonna grab the end and 1, 2, 3. And then I'm gonna tie it. I'm gonna cut enough so that I can tie it. I'm gonna make sure it's even in the back. And now I'm gonna glue it down. I'm gonna add a little bit more glue because I know that it's dried. Let me grab my other bottle here. This one is gone. All right. So now this is gonna go like that. There. So now the next thing I'm going to put these trees together here, and I need my dimensionals for that. Let me get that extra string out of the way. Oh. Hold on, guys. Having a glue problem still. It appears that other bottle was empty as well, so I'm just opening a new one. What are the chances that 2 bottles would run out at the exact same time? All right, so I'm gonna glue the white tree to the front of the green tree, but I just want a little bit of it showing through, like toward the bottom, so. Shoot, that doesn't match up. Be careful because they're not the same on either side. I just realized that. So as you can see, I've got a little bit of the green showing at the bottom, just for a little bit of an accent. Okay. Now I have glue on my finger. And then I feel like my finger sticks to everything. Oh, I just did it again. Why are these trees not the same on both sides? Now I just glued it to my grid paper. I definitely didn't want to do that. Oh, these are really hard to line up tonight. There we go. Ah! Now I have glue all over my fingers. Hold on, let me get a wipe. It's hard to glue things together when they're sticking to you. Right? All right, much better. Now I need to make sure I'm putting glue on the right side. That does not match up. That does match up. All right, so make sure they match up before you put the glue on, and then you'll be just fine. All right, that is perfect. That's exactly what I was trying to do the whole time. All right, is everyone still with me after that? Whoo! Those trees were tough. Okay, so now I'm going to put dimensionals on the back of these. Oh, there's that glue again. All right. I want my string to be off on the side. I'm going to start in the middle. Okay. Everything looks good. Right in the middle. And then this one's going to be off to the side a bit. This is so cute. And then this one's going to be off on the left, like right about there. All right. Next, I'm going to tie this bow. Like that. And then I've got this greeting here that I need to trim down. And I'm just going to do it with my scissors. I'm probably going to regret this, because I don't particularly cut real straight. I never have. I remember years and years ago when I was scrapbooking and I didn't have all the fancy tools and all that kind of stuff. I was cutting things by hand. And so now, you know, I look back and I'm like, oh gosh, that's terrible. But, you know, I put it in my scrapbook because I made it myself, and I wanted to be proud of that, so. And now I just look back and I'm like, oh my gosh, I could not cut it all. You know? Okay. I just need to trim a little bit of that end off. There, so there's my greeting. And that's going to go right there. I'm going to put the dimensionals on. There. I need to adjust my bow a little bit too. Trim the edges. And then the last thing I need on here is those beautiful rhinestones. So I've got, I'm going to use the green ones on here. And so I'm going to grab this big one. And then a little one. And then one more little one down in the lower right corner down here. Like that. And that is my card for tonight. What do you guys think? I have, let's see. I thought I had some other cards to show you made with this set, but I must have left them somewhere else. So I'm not going to show you any other cards that I made with this set. However, next week, maybe I can throw some things together. So, hey, if you guys are still with me, I hope you have a wonderful week, because I'm not seeing any more comments or anything coming through, so I'm wondering if something happened. So I'm just going to call it a night. Thank you for joining me tonight. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys have a wonderful week. I will see you back here next Wednesday at 6. Everybody stay safe, stay well, be healthy, and I will see you guys next week. Thank you so much. Bye.